Hi Aries, welcome into your reading. Okay, so we're going to do the third week of April. Let's see what's good. Guys, today for me doing, recording your video, it's March 14th, which is a Thursday. We're having an eclipse and it's a big one. And it's like coming right up close to your sign. Ooh, what just fell out? Four of Pentacles. We're going to talk about this too. Four of Pentacles. This is holding on to something. We'll chat in a second. But going back to the eclipse, now's not a good time to manifest new stuff into your life. You can definitely get rid of whatever isn't working and whatever is toxic. And you can keep manifesting what's already been in your recent past or what's been already in your life or whatever you've been working on. Keep manifesting that. That's fine. But new is not the time because you're only going to be bringing in things that are going to be very challenging for you. Now, as I'm shuffling and I start off your reading with what's what's the situation about, I'll talk to you about this Four of Pentacles because I think it's interesting that it popped out while I was chatting with you guys. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what's going on for my Aries third week of April from 15th onwards? So the Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to somebody, something, someone, or even money or a tangible item, right? Something from your past and you can't let go, or you're holding on to money because you're scared you're not going to have any, or you're holding on to a job. That's part of also why that Four of Pentacles came out when I was talking about eclipses, because eclipse is going to eclipse out what no longer serves you. So if it's something you've been holding on to that's dead weight, it's just going to go. Especially now with the age of Aquarius, a lot of shit is going to be very uncomfortable for you, Aries, because by the end of this month, you're going to come to terms and realize what is good for you, what you want, what's that path you need to go down. So it's a little bit emotional because we're also going through Pisces. But by the end of it, when we get into Aries birthday season, you're going to know what's good. All right, situation, Three of Wands. Three of Wands means you're waiting for something. Your ships to come in, money to come in, a person to come back to you, a person to talk to you, a response to something, right? And it could be anything. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which talks about a little luck on your side. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune is interesting because it might bring back someone or something or a scenario where you can do a do-over. It might not seem fortunate in the beginning, but then eventually it does become fortunate. It becomes a blessing in disguise. So this Three of Wands is tied to the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever's coming your way is meant to change something, to move your life forward for its betterment. Now we'll get a little bit more information later when we clarify that card. So for my Aries, please, what's coming towards them? So the situation right now is you're in some weird holding pattern and you're holding on to something or someone. All right, interesting. So if you feel like you're in a scenario or a situation and it's not working out for you, guys, this applies to anywhere in your life. A friendship, a family ship, a work ship, a love ship, a lover ship, whatever ship, okay? Because you're waiting for this ship. You're being also defensive and you're resisting something. And this is what it's all about. Funny thing is, at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a fresh new start in love. Something that you will love to do, or a brand new person regarding your love life. But you're resisting it or defensive. It could be flipped. It could be the other way around. They could be resisting you. Interesting. What is it Aries doesn't see coming their way, please? I see this little mic is helping. Far less complaints and issues with sound. Even from the first mic that I originally had. This one seems to be doing the trick. At least I hope so. Ace of Swords, by the way, guys. Ace of Swords. Why are you only getting one card? And Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, but it's in the reverse. That is losing a promotion or money, or you're getting serious breadcrumbs in a relationship. The leftovers. That's what I call this, the leftover club. And the Ace of Swords on the table, which talks about being honest, putting your cards on the table. Sometimes it's a new contract. Some of you guys could be taking a new job where it could be slightly less in pay, but a lot less headaches. Or some of you have taken a job or a relationship because you just came out of another situation and you were just trying to recover, but fast. We'll see. Can I have one more for this Ace of Swords? This can also be a very honest conversation that you're having with somebody where you're putting all your cards on the table. Along with the Ace of Swords, please. Oh, man. This is the third ace I'm seeing. This is eclipse season for you guys. You are getting new shit into your life. Look at this. Passionate new beginning or a passionate new project. Yeah. This could be very much work related or a new love ship situation. Guys. What? Look at the back of the deck. Ace of Cups. I mean, I'm just like sort of stunned. I mean, this is kind of what I feel like you guys have all been waiting for. These are opportunities, by the way. So you need to make them work to your advantage, because opportunities, you make of them what you will. You can squash them, you can squander them, or you can use them and you can ride it like it's your friggin' golden ticket. All right? So let's continue and see what's going on here. What is the advice here for Aries, please? Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. You need to temper yourselves. It's pretty simple. You need to find a little bit of patience and balance. Wow, yes, because at the bottom of the deck is the Tower. The Tower is something, I hate to say it, but it's when your world upends, right? It's when your world changes. And how does your world or your life change? It changes by a breakup, a job loss, somebody getting hurt, an accident, knock on wood, something disastrous, something life-changing, or it changes the course of whatever situation you're in. That is the Tower. But the Tower does not come to you lightly. It's pre-planned or preordained, because either you were getting signs and you were ignoring them, and so the universe got involved. And B, why is it preordained? Is because the universe sees you somewhere else or something else. In other words, I hate to say this, they need to see or make you so uncomfortable that you're forcing yourself to make the changes. All right? And I say this all the time to people. It's like, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. Foreshadowing. Like I was just, sometimes you kill time. You're on your phone and you're scrolling through Instagram and you're looking at people's stories and you're hearing what they say, whatever. And I'm looking at this one person, this divorcee person, and they're, not that I want to say that they're complaining, but the way they're talking about it, they sound like a victim, like they've been victimized. Like the one bad thing about being a divorced parent is you don't get to see your kids every day. True, valid point. I agree with you. It's not fair to me. It's not this. It's not that to me, to that to me, this to me. Why is this happening to me? I don't know, buddy. What did you do? And I'm not saying that you did something wrong, but do the work. We all have shit where we got to look at ourselves and we've got to do the work, especially if you're going to be facing shit like this. Tempering yourself, balancing yourself, things in your life that are changing, or that, the opposite, you're tolerating. You're just accepting because you don't want your life to change, or you don't want problems, or you don't want issues, or you don't want drama. So you're letting it happen, but it's going to fester and it's going to come to the point of something. So going back to the whole little Instagram story, the whole reason I'm telling you guys all of this is because of the Temperance, is because of the Tower. You guys need to find that balance, because you're going to get a lot of Tower moments, because the universe will always force you to be so uncomfortable, it's going to make you move. Because if you're not doing the work, the shadow work, what are we talking about when we say the shadow work? We have to look at our own human construct. We have to look at our own shit and own up to it and be responsible for it. Like this person on Instagram, like, what are you responsible for? What are you not? Did you do the work? Are you doing the work? Right? Things like that. I don't mean to be an asshole, but sometimes, like, I feel like, to me, I wish somebody would come and rip off the band and be like, yo, girl, somebody should tell you this. I mean, sure, but what are we doing about it, right? I hate to be just, beating a dead horse here with this whole analogy, but it's that important, especially this month for all of you Aries. You're going to be in an uncomfortable month because the universe is forcing you to get the fuck out of the Four of Pentacles, the first card that dropped, and you're sitting here waiting. Ain't no time to wait. Aries don't wait anyway. What is the outcome of the week, please, for Aries? You just have to patience, balance yourself, wait the period out, let all the cards present themselves to you, then you can strike on all these aces in a relationship or at work. Wow, don't I love this, especially in your outcome. You have justice and in the upright position. Me loving this. Now, look what you're doing. Here's where I find it very fascinating. I'm going to go back to this guy in a second. Just shelf it for a minute. The bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Wands. And again, under that is the Tower. And under that is the Emperor. And under that is the Five of Pentacles. So let me talk about these. First of all, I shuffled this to go to the front of the deck. It's back again. And under it is you with the Emperor, and under that is the Five of Pentacles. This is job loss. This is being out in the cold. This is being dumped, right? So if you don't make those changes, this is what's going to occur to you. So, but here's what I do like, because you have some justice here, and you're going to have to use this to your best advantage. Listening to this reading or hearing this is also a big plus. Carry it in your back pocket as I finish this whole conversation. We started with the Three of Wands, right? You're waiting for something. The back of the deck is the Two of Wands. This is now, you're past that. You're taking one step forward into your future, and you're looking to see other availabilities or other options or where your future is going, a different path. But your mindset has shifted, which is good, because you went from not waiting, getting opportunities, to moving forward into your future. Now, going back to this, which is justice, which is Libra energy, by the way. Your justice is coming in. This is karma correction. You've been done wrong. Now here's your chance to get the pie in the sky. Now, when this justice comes in for you, it's going to manifest in different ways. Your lover or your person comes back to talk to you. You're in court, and you, the outcome is it's fair and balanced for all parties involved. You are actually going to court to do something that's in your benefit. You are, something bad that happened to you at work now gets righted, course corrected. But do you want to stay there? Do you want to keep dealing with these people? Do you still want to be in this relationship? Do you want to still be handling this? The karma works, but are you going to stay there now? Is it salvageable? We'll see when we clarify. But I see you now looking into the future because of it. So that's the awesome part. Now let's go ahead and start seeing what's going on here with the Three of Wands. Get more details. Let me see what you're waiting for, or who you're waiting for, or what the hell's going on. Because I'd be nosy like that. I'm just kidding. These are general readings. All right, let's see. Three of Wands, please. Ten of Wands. You're burdened by something or someone. I think you're waiting to see the results from this burden. So either you're physically overworked, and the Page of Wands, which is actually your card. Oh, and here's our lover. Making sense now. Lover, Gemini card. A lover is not your boyfriend or your girlfriend. They're not your husband or your wife. They are not somebody you have come out to in public. They're not you're not Instagram official. You know who a lover is, right? You have yet to determine what you are. It's TBA, to be announced or determined. Now, it's a burden. So you're curious, where will this go? Where will this lead? Does it have a future? Is it an expiration date? What the fuck is going on? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait. Now I know why there's an Ace of Swords here. It's a conversation because you don't like to wait anyway. But let's go back here. And it definitely has something to do with either a coworker, a partnership at work, or your lover. And you all know what a lover is. I hope. What is the Seven of Wands? I'm seeing the Empress. Wow, the Star card, Aquarius energy. And the Three of Swords. So, you know your worth and your value, and you are suffering some kind of pain. Maybe because you think you know the way it's going to go, or because you have to defend yourself, or you have to resist some shit. But you're at the back of your head, you're like, this is hurting me a lot. This is profound pain. This really sucks. But I know my worth and my value. I know where I stand. I know what I can give. But despite all that, you are trying to remain positive and hopeful. You are, however, because I want to say there's a King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and behind it is the Tower. Wow, and the Ten of Swords. All right, let's discuss this. All right, let's discuss this because I want to show you the back of the deck. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it does not have to be. This is just somebody emotionally mature and available to be in a relationship, this individual. All right, for you, work-wise, this could be just like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you're dealing with at work, or a person that's there to be supportive. It's an upright. So you haven't broken up with them quite yet, or there's not something wrong with them, but under that is the Tower, is the situation or the scenario I was discussing earlier where it's upending your situation. What's it doing? The Ten of Swords. There's an ending or a betrayal. And what's after that is somebody rushes in to communicate, which I suspect in the next column is your Ace of Swords. But after that is the Justice, which happens to also be in your outcome. Now, mind you guys, this is another deck. It's not this deck. This is why we use two decks, because I want to see if what the universe is telling me and showing me through tarot, if there's a common thread here, if they're all lining up. So these are my two decks of the day. Let's proceed over to your aces and see what's going on here. So the cards are aligning. That was my point in showing you the back of the deck and what the storyline is shaping out to be. Tell me about these aces, please. I don't think you see these things coming, these aces, which are wonderful in a way. They're cathartic. You're cutting losses and you're beginning new opportunities. Bam. That's what your Justice is, just as I was telling you previously. I said, I suspect somebody comes back to talk to you. You have an honest conversation. You go to court. There's a contract. There's this. There's that. Guess what landed from the second deck? The same exact card. Justice. On your aces. This is your score. So this is karma correction. Somebody fired you. Someone hired you. All in a week. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen in a week, but I'm saying like this bad thing happens to you, but then this good thing happens to you by giving you another window. One door shuts, a window opens, or vice versa, however you like your analogies. And then there you are with your Five of Swords trying to debate in your head, I got to cut my losses. What should it be? And I think you will do this because the back of the deck at the second deck, I mean the initial deck, the first deck, is you being the Two of Wands, stepping into that future, thinking what your path is going to be like. Once again, going back, discussing what March is all about for you. Let's see what Temperance is talking about. Six of Cups. Yeah, this is something in regards to your past. You just need some patience to bring in whatever you've been manifesting in your recent past to bring it forward into your future. Whatever was toxic, we need to let it go. It's just talking more and more about your recent past and what you had started planning. I don't really think it's about coming up with new ideas or new partners or anything like that. I just think you have new opportunities because one door shut and another one opens. And this has everything to do with either a lot of money on your home or marriage and a commitment. You just need to be patient to find it. I also feel like saying this, guys, because it's like a big download and I really feel like I should say it. I feel like what you've been going through the last year or two, or maybe 5, if I'm not mistaken, you learned a lot of life lessons, and you did have been doing that shadow work. I've been talking about you've got to do the shadow work. I'm sure you have been, Aries, and I think the Six of Cups here is trying to remind you of that. Remind you of all the good work you've done to yourself, unto yourself, for yourself. Don't forget that, right? You might be experiencing the same life lesson right now. So remember from your past all the good stuff that you've learned from being in pitfalls or fucked up situations. Let's go over here to Justice now. Remember the good stuff. Leave the bad. Right? Because you're moving past that. And I hate to say this, but doing shadow work also means like you've got to sit in those shitty feelings you don't want to sit in and acknowledge them. The embarrassing moments, the things where you're like, why did I do that? Okay, you did that, but now it's time to forgive yourself and move on from that. Now you know not to do it again. Or you sit in those feelings like that somebody hurt you. Yeah, they hurt me, but I need to remember that I need to be vulnerable and open myself up again, or I'm not going to find love again. Things like that. You've got to sit through those like not comfortable feelings so they don't bother you. They don't fester. They don't eat you up, right? Internally. Now let's see what Justice is trying to say over here. Guys, just do what you got to do. Meditation always works for me, or just finding like a moment. No joke, lately, I've been loving my showers. I know that sounds really dumb, but like I literally legit look forward to my showers. You know why? Because I know those are those 10, 15 minutes. No one's going to bother me. No one's going to ask me questions. No one's going to make me run around. Nothing. I just sit there. I'm like, ah. Oh. And I get to like do my little mini meditations for like at least 2-3 minutes then. But it helps. It helps you get you through your day. I'm not saying showers, but whatever it is for you. Some of you it's cooking, others it's gardening, it's knitting, drawing, art, music. You get it. Now, let's see what's going on here at this end over here with Justice. You have the World, brand new chapter, Hermit, Virgo energy, Saggy energy. Lying low, trying to make wise decisions, and Six of Pentacles. See, this is the second 6. Under Justice. I don't think you're going to like whatever's being offered to you for now. So say it's like a new job. Maybe you don't like the pay. Maybe you don't like the job itself, but you feel like you have to take it. Because I only say that because I see the 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But there's the 10 of Cups behind it. So I'll explain this in a second because that's probably in the coming weeks, that energy. Over here, the ending of the 3rd week, you're being quiet. You're lying low. You're starting this new chapter. You have these new beginnings because you have all these aces and maybe you didn't have an option or a choice or whatever. But you're being quiet. This is your Justice. You're moving forward with it. Maybe for you it's unrequited because you're like, it's okay. It's nothing special. It's not really what I wanted. Same thing in a relationship. Maybe you met somebody new and you're like, they're okay. They're not my type. They're this and that. Because you're thinking of what you did have versus the new thing that the universe wants you to do. And why am I saying it like that? Because behind it is the 10 of Cups, which is that it's like, for me, this is right behind the Sun card, like a happy ass card. But not only is it just you're happy, they are happy with you. You're in a happy surrounding. You're in a happy environment, which means in a relationship, at work, or with your person. So this might, oh shit, and under that is the 10 of Pentacles. I love these two 10s together. Oh my God, this is golden. This means it could be a blessing in disguise, Aries. That's what this makes me feel like. And this could be your justice. And maybe this is why I was looking at Tower before, because you weren't letting it go. You won't know what is wonderful in your future if you're holding on to something bad from your past, right? And these 2 sixes, why I was saying, oh, there's 2 sixes here, is because the 6s are after the 5s. 5s are difficulties. They're challenges. They're the hardships in our life. But 2 sixes means, like, say you're on the fence. You're on this one side of the fence. You're building up to the calamity. Here's the calamity, which is the 5. You're over the calamity. You're on the other side of the fence. And now it's onward and upward. Here you are. You're onward and upward. So that's the trajectory we are looking at now for you, Aries. Let's see specifically for love. Or what do you see here, oracles? And then we're going to discuss the love in the extended, because we only talk about love in extended and your person. We keep it generic in general in the main readings. Now, what did we get? Calling in your soulmate and healing family issues. So honestly, the vibes I'm getting from these cards is that, and I was feeling it anyway, this is the month where you're getting that learning curve. It's gonna be fast. So the universe is throwing things at you really quickly. And it is because you are healing family issues. And now that you are on that hump or that other side, and you have these new opportunities coming in, with the World card especially, they are trying to bring in something or someone that's perfect for you. Calling in your soulmate. Maybe they're here. We'll see in the extended when we deep dive on those cards. And we'll go from there. Shadow and light, what are you saying for Aries, please? I know I chewed your ear off, guys, this week. I'm really sorry. I just was trying to get to a point, because I think it's an important month for you, and I want you guys to feel like you're not crazy and you're not alone, and what you're going through is normal, because you're processing some toxins out of your life and personally in here. Aries. Growth and pain. Jesus Christ. Sorry for those of you that might find that offensive. It just came out. But oh my God, growth and pain is exactly what we were talking about. You can't have growth without pain. It's not possible. And that's exactly what you're experiencing this month. Oh my God, I have chills. There can be no growth without pain. Wow, that's literally the first line. We often resist change and growth because it might be painful to let go of what is known to us. I swear I have chills. The 4 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands. This is what we spoke about. We might fear what we could become without it, or it's easy to fall into the habit of focusing too much on what we leave behind rather than what we have to gain. Yeah, you won't know what you're going to win if you don't let go of something that you don't want anyway. You might feel stuck when you're at it and fail to realize that you're on a constant journey of growth. Your actions, experiences, and previous thoughts and emotions are your roots, and they will always be part of you. But on the other hand, you can use these to your advantage and grow new branches that you have never thought of before. While things are taking form, it might feel turbulent and painful, but eventually all these things will become part of your stable roots. Ask yourself how you think about change and growth. What are the things you're resisting, and what are the things you have to gain? In your second spread, it was resisting. The pain we experience when going through growth, we have originated from the fear of showing our true selves, our insecurities and vulnerability. To truly grow, acknowledge that it's okay not to be perfect. Find courage to face your own fear and the strength to tear down or lower your wall of judgment towards yourself and others. This was the big ass speech I was giving you guys about doing the work, your shadow work. It's exactly what it's talking about. I might take a picture of this. I'm going to post it on my Instagram channel, Elpis Enlightenment. And I want you guys to read this, all right, because I think it's great. Everybody else, I'll see you at Extended. And those who aren't members, I'll see you next week.